I'm Lori Freedman, and this is my husband, Jeffrey Freedman.
And I'm the COVID survivor.
You are. What's it been like?
A real eye-opener, because I've never been sick in my life. I was very, very healthy before all this happened. I used to go to the gym every day for 40 minutes after work. I ate properly, and I was doing pretty good at 64 years old until all this happened. So it's been a real shock. And there's a lot of anger, a lot of hurt.
How so?
Like, why did this happen to me? My life was going great. I was hitting 65. I had a lot of plans to do traveling and different things, and now everything is totally changed.
How did you get COVID?
I got COVID at work.
What were your options at that time?
Little or none, because I'm the breadwinner in the family. I had anxiety about working.
There was one time that he actually came into the bedroom and started crying and said to me, he says, "I can't go on like this." He says, "I have to quit." And I said to him, I says, "You can't quit because, one, we can't afford it. My income has gone. My business closed, and because I have a daycare, so we were shut down. And, due to the pandemic, and I didn't know when I was going to be able to go back to work. And I says, we need the money." He got sick on April 8th is when we figured out that was when he had
Last working day.
Yeah, his last working day, when he was not feeling good. But all week he had been coming home and just saying, "I can't move. I'm exhausted. I'm white. Like, I just, but as far as like symptoms, he never got that barking cough that everybody got. It was just fatigue, a high fever, a very, very high fever, aches and pains. No appetite, and he never lost his taste.
Or
smell. And he basically just slept all the time, and the fever kept going up and up. And we did go to hospital. They sent him home from the hospital and said, "You're a presumptive case of COVID, go and isolate." About 3 days later, I was watching TV with my mother, and he got up to go to the washroom.
And I came out and I said, "Call 911, I can't breathe."
And that was the last time that I saw him. Because when the paramedics got here, they basically said, pointed, "See that corner over there? You go over there, do not move." Locked my mother in her bedroom, and literally they took him out of here, and that was the last time I saw him until I laid eyes again on him sometime the end of mid-May. I think it was Mother's Day. Yeah, he was off the ventilator for the second time because he was on the ventilator twice. They got him off the ventilator, he crashed within 48 hours, and then they put him back on the ventilator.
So Mother's Day, that moment happens from both of you. What was that like?
At that point, I still couldn't talk very well.
Yeah, he had no voice.
I was very, very weak. And
he waved. He just kept doing this. He just kept waving. Yeah.
Because I couldn't, my mind still wasn't into anything because I was still in a fog.
I want to come to the present time. I mean, how are you now, and what's your prognosis?
Basically, I have brain fog. I have permanent damage to my vocal cords from the ICU and tubing for 33 days. I have constant neck and bicep pains, and I have major pressure wound on my butt from being in the ICU that is recovered to a point where I can sit, but I cannot sleep properly. I'll sit more than 10 minutes at a time, and I'm very weak and tired usually by 3 o'clock every day.
He goes for physio twice a week. Part of the problem is that they had tried, when he got really, really bad, they had tried proning him in the hospital. And I guess what was explained to us is that here you have somebody who's on a ventilator. They are put in a coma, and they're flipping you over on your stomach and basically pulling your arms out straight like Superman, like you're flying. And they basically tie your arms and leave you in that position like for 8 hours, 9 hours, and then they flip you back over for so long, and then they flip you again. this saved his life. I mean,
Yeah.
them doing that.
That's what their job is, to save my life.
You know,
And we deal with the
Yeah.
issues afterwards. Well,
and
now
that,
I got all the issues.
yeah, and that, so what that did is it's done damage to his neck and shoulders.
Now I'm just starting to able to put my hands out because of pain in my shoulders
Yeah.
and everything.
Like he cannot lift his, you
I
know,
left my left
Yeah.
arm, I've left half my strength. I can't squeeze. I can never be able to drive again.
think so.
And
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of issues, but the physical therapy has been helping immensely.
Yeah.
I have confidence that I will get to some point that I can live a so-called normal life. But there's still a lot of things I can't shower by myself anymore.
Yeah.
I still have trouble getting undressed. I can't walk for a long time.
I mean, he's good. He's on the treadmill pretty well
Yeah.
we were walking outside, and now that it's getting colder, now he's on the treadmill, like walking on the treadmill, and just to, to keep,
Keep moving.
Yeah,
Keep
to
moving,
keep
because I've
moving.
got to build up my lung strength.
Let me ask you about the WSIB.
sure.
What's that been like in terms?
They've been wonderful. I mean, they've sent it, took a bit, but
They listen.
they listened. They sent in the occupational therapist to see what they could do in the house. So our washroom has been retrofitted with a brand new high toilet because he had issues getting on and off the toilet. They retrofitted the shower with a telephone shower and gave us the shower seat so that I can shower him.
Because
and
I can't stand long.
What has it meant to you to be able to have this kind of support?
Give me dignity,
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
meaning that I can do things, feeling like myself. Showering every day or every second day is the most important thing to me. And being able to go to the washroom properly is very, very important. And the toilet seat we had was so low,
It was an old toilet, a
And
regular toilet.
I would sit down
Couldn't get out.
and I couldn't get up. And
What about the financial piece?
The financial piece has been good. I guess right now it's covering his salary, how long this will go on for. They call up, they check in, they get reports from the physiotherapist. I'm very transparent with them, telling them that we've seen, he had to go for a pulmonary function test and see the lung specialist. He had a cardio workup. So actually, not an electrocardiogram, an echocardiogram, because they want to see if his heart was okay. So we're waiting for all the results on that and everything, because our family doctor has said, we don't know how he's going to be another 2 months down the line, 6 months down the line. Biggest fear for me right now is that if he catches a cold, it's cold weather or something like that. We've had our flu shots. If he gets sick,
I've been told even by my doctor, do not get a cold right now.
try not to get sick.
Okay, my lungs are not strong enough. And what I've been through, I don't know if it can take, a cold or anything like that. So it's just, I'm very, very cautious, very careful. Lori's by my side all the time. I don't go anywhere without her. And I'm very, very cautious. And that's not the way I used to ever have to live my life. I used to go walking by myself. I go anywhere by myself. Even
Golfing.
can you go grocery shopping, pick up something for me? I can't do that anymore. Or my son called, can you come down and bring me something or do something for me? I used to be able to do that in 2 seconds. Now I can't do any of these things.